Hello, welcome to the show. It's the Man and Market Show, and I'm Charles Ward, your host. Now, there's been quite some interesting discussion about what should come first, money or skills for business entrepreneur. Now, to those who have keenly followed the business world, they know that the importance of skills or understanding the business, the craft that you're venturing into is quite priceless. It's far more important than actually having the actual resources, tangible resources, that is, for you to participate in this particular area. Others do an analogy between, of course, the hardware and the software. Now, the software are the skills that you portend as a business person or entrepreneur in a particular sector. And in our episode of Man and Markets today, we'll be looking at why it's important to actually focus on empowering and tooling yourself as an entrepreneur before you even dream about going into a particular venture. Once again, it's Man and Markets. Welcome. First off, one of the major challenges that has been highlighted as a problem for this country is the one of production and productivity. As a country, we are quite blessed naturally. Good soils, good climate, the demographic dividend. Of course, we have quite a number of young people in this country. However, when it comes to how much we produce and how efficient we are producing, of course, there are a number of questions. Now, in this segment, we're specifically paying attention to manufacturing and why this is critical for Uganda to actually pay attention to.
We have what we call the highway. How do you take science to the market? Because science is what really builds the nation. But it doesn't just jump because you learned that mathematics formula or you learned that chemistry balancing the equation. No, it doesn't just jump. You have to walk through a journey. And manufacturing is a key step. If a nation fails to promote and develop modern manufacturing, high-scale manufacturing, affordable manufacturing, high-quality manufacturing, then you can forget national development and transformation. Because we must manufacture. Most of the value that you buy in manufactured products comes from technology, comes from manufacturing. And so that is why we are engaged with the manufacturers. One, we want to understand what are their needs for new knowledge, for new innovations. Two, what are their needs in their manufacturing processes? How can we make it easier for them? How can we support them? Three, as they build brands, what are their needs? How can we support them to enhance their brands? Because if you don't build good brands, then people will not buy our products. Many of you go to the supermarkets, then when you see the one made in Uganda, you pass it and buy the one made somewhere else. Even when the one for Uganda is much better. Actually, made in Uganda is best. Me, I can tell you, made in Uganda is best. But many times we are not comfortable. So we are here to support our manufacturers to do that, such that we can push the consumption of our own products, but also we want to expose them to the global market. Because many things that we are making here are better than many that we are importing. And I want to see a reverse flow of manufactured goods, not just things coming in from out into Uganda, but coming from Uganda to our countries,
Now, talking about what should come first, is it the money or the skills? Now, in this segment, we are looking at why it's important to actually offer people or entrepreneurs skills before you can think about providing funding or money to them.
What we have been teaching people in Kival in here is what we call foundational business principles, irrespective whether you got a loan, whether you got PDM money, whether somebody gave you a grant. In other words, if you want to get the best out of a grant, ensure that the recipient of a grant does not take a grant as a right, as something they deserve to get, but it should be taken as something like an opportunity of a lifetime. And on the basis of that, they needed business skills to convert capital into business solutions. Anybody who sends a youth, an entrepreneur, a villager, a farmer into the business arena must know that they are entering a sector with a lot of competition. And if there is competition, a number of parameters will matter a lot. One of them is the pricing. The other one is service. The other one is quality. All those elements are key for somebody to win in the private sector. So the moment you do not provide skills to enable somebody to compete, chances are very high that person will not be able to remain in that market space for a long time. As we came to Kibale, we dwelt on the power of an entrepreneur. The ability for an entrepreneur to translate any resources they have into competitive solutions. And we concentrated on the element of being a person with the right business attitude. In the business arena, you don't compete with your equals. You compete with any other person delivering a solution that you are delivering. So on the basis of that, we had to make sure that we emphasize productivity, we emphasize closeness with your customer, and we also emphasize the fact that if you continue to learn, continue to improve what you are delivering, chances of you becoming a super entrepreneur brighten.
We are saying no. Eating alone and drinking beer is not enough. We want you to get more money, put up very good houses. You can send a child to school. You can send your wife, if she not feeling very well, to a dispensary, so that real life becomes very nice. And then once life is very nice, then you now get energy to do whatever we are supposed to do. We give them money to make money, to become rich. Hey, there's no quorums. We gave this money to help, because they were saying we do not have capital. We could do things, but we don't have money. Oh, you don't have money? Then take this money now. Take this money. What I am not sure whether really we have followed them, because in my constituency here, I had a story that the money was given to him. He simply went away to go to drink rather than to use it to be productive.
The biggest challenge we've been facing in Kibale with PDM beneficiary has been, one, diversion of funds. Another one has been misuse of PDM money. We realized that at the start there was limited sensitization and dealing with the mind. That is the mindset change. That Pillar 5 was not thoroughly done, and we realized that most of the people were taking it as if it is thanks from the government. We hope that these people who have participated, the beneficiaries, have taken much of this information, and we are going to have improved utilization of PDM funds and also have more enterprises in the district.